Hello, and welcome to another day of the Love and Money Challenge. We are gaining some momentum here. We are shifting our energy. We're starting to feel a change. And even if you're not really feeling it, just trust the process and continue to do the work. So, today we are going to do a journaling prompt. And the purpose of this is when we start writing things, there is power in our words, there is power in the pen when we're actually writing something physically out. So today, getting really clear specifically on what you're desiring in each of these areas. So specifically into finances and money, your relationship with money, and then specifically in the area of love. So that may be with you and your partner, that may be with manifesting a partner, that may be always with yourself, generating that self love first. Maybe it's relationship with family, but think about all of those interpersonal relationships and how you would like to see them in the future. But you're going to attempt to do this as if it's happening now. So, the way this works, you can grab your journal and then you can write down those areas, financial, and you can write down job, business, debt, whatever those categories are. And a lot of times I find that my clients are able to do this easier when we identify like what don't we want. So you might say my current reality is something that I'm looking to shift. And the beauty of this is that our circumstances don't define us, and something is always created from nothing, right? Our thoughts are the first thing that happens before we're about to create something. If somebody wants to bake a cake, the first thing they have to do is say, I'm going to have that thought of wanting to bake a cake. Then they'll go out and take inspired action, get the cake mix, and then they can create that cake. But if they just sat around their house all day and went, "Well, I just don't have cake. Cake never finds me. I don't know what to do. Cake is not here." Then that's just going to reaffirm that it's not there. So it's the same thing with money. If we just keep reaffirming that it's not there, or with love, that's not there, I don't have it, people treat me wrong, I'm always a victim, then it's just going to reaffirm our current circumstance, and we are going to be cakeless, moneyless, and loveless. So right now, you can start with what your current circumstances are. That's fine. That's a great place to start, just so you know where you are. Now, if you're more advanced and you feel like you can access the imagination, then I'd like you to skip over your current circumstances and just go right into imagination. But I want to allow you, if you need to start where you are, you can use that as a way to assess where you are, and then you can just flip it and create the opposite emotion. So, for example, right now I'm always feeling scarcity. What's the opposite of that? I want to feel abundance. Okay, so now you've identified what the opposite is. So, when you're writing out these statements, you want to actually write them as if you already have them. So, let's just take finances, for example. I am so grateful right now that I look into my bank account and I see $10,000 sitting in my checking account, ready to be used or not used, however I see fit. I am so grateful that I can go and buy the things I want to buy and feel really good about my purchases and investments. I am so grateful now that I can take my family out to dinner and feel really good about treating them to a nice dinner. So you see how you say these things as if they're happening right now. And notice when I'm using these words, I'm not saying instead of. So I want to tell you what will tank your manifestation quickly. That would be something like, well, am so happy and grateful now that I can take my family out for dinner and feel really good about it instead of feeling really bad like I don't have money. So don't add on what your current circumstance may be, just leave it as if it is already happening. You can do this also in the area of self-love. We did this a few days ago. You can also do this in the area of your partnership, relationship, or what you're looking to create. I used this journaling method when I was creating a new relationship. And what's so interesting is I went back to that journal when I met my current partner, and I said, let me just check in if this is aligned with what I was creating. And I just kept underlining things that I said I wanted that had manifested into a true real life person who was standing in front of me. So I just want to remind you that all of this is possible. Continue to show up, continue to do the process, apply it, and watch how it's going to start shifting and changing your life.